Go check out FIFA Coins online for great deals in getting coins on Ultimate Team. Hey guys, Cullybo3 here, and welcome to episode 11 of the Real Deal. Now, we started this episode off with a bit of trading. You'll see there in our watch list we have only 4 things. Now, that's not as much as we usually have because with the coins that I had, I did buy a couple of expensive players, like you'll see there, Ashley Cole and also Falcao. So they were the 2 big ones. I didn't make all that much profit off these players. It was a fairly poor trading session for what I'd usually do, I suppose. But the main reason for that is because I left them for a few days. They were selling for a lot more and prices are dramatically dropping. But we did make a signing for the team there. You'll see we got Kaká in there, and I'm so happy to get him in the team because I absolutely loved him on FIFA 12 Ultimate Team. And although he's not as good stats wise as he was in FIFA 12, he still has his 4-star weak foot and 4-star skills, so that's always a positive thing. And he's got some pretty good stats there. His passing is pretty good and also his dribbling, so a good overall player and a great addition to the team. And it's one more player closer to building our ultimate Real Madrid team. Anyways, you'll see there after I bought Kaká, the 4 players actually sold. They sold so quickly. I didn't think I'd get rid of them as quickly. They all sold within, I think it was about 15 to 20 minutes. Sold Cole, Hummels, Abate and Falcao, and I made a decent amount off each one. Not a whole lot because tax has to be factored in, obviously. But basically, we got Kaká for free, I suppose, if you're putting it in terms of that. But we moved on in, and as you know from last episode, I did get promoted from Division 4, and we are now in Division 3, and we come up against this guy called O'Shea123, and I know that is an Irish name, especially with Turner FC. He is an Irishman, and he has a decent enough team. He's got a couple of good players in there. Obviously, Van der Vaart is a standout one. He's got Alaba at left back, I could see there, and a couple of decent players. A good Bundesliga team. But he does take the lead there, you'll see, with a Socrates with a header inside the first 15 minutes. And it was a very, very bad start for me. And it got a lot worse, you see here. Bad mistake by Adan. And Van der Vaart's there to pounce. And that was just before half time. He made it 2-1. And I did grab one back here with Jose Callahan. But unfortunately, I did go ultra attacking and it didn't work in my favour. A couple of very fortunate bounces for him, and it landed to none other than Van der Vaart, and he fired it home to make it 3-1. And at this point, the game was effectively over. It was in the 90th minute, and he just pounded home another goal to make it 4-1 overall. So welcome to Division 3. It is a very, very bad start for us, but hopefully we can get off to, get a win on the board. I suppose that's what we're aiming for. And we come up against this guy, and it should technically be an easy enough game given the team he has. A couple of good players actually in there. Actually, he has Balotelli. But he does end up grabbing the lead, and it was the main man, Gibril Cisse, up front, who is amazing in FIFA. They always seem to make him absolutely incredible. I did grab one back here. You see Borja Garcia just dancing around the penalty box. A roulette that was very, very messy, but he does toe poke it home. That made it 1-1. And literally straight after, he actually did get a goal. Balotelli, I don't know, the absolute just... I don't know how to describe it. Just his strength is just insane. Like, he absolutely just outmuscled my defenders. And again here, very fortunate penalty for me. Did the roulette. That is my kind of standard move that I always seem to do. And you'll see here, Jesse Rodriguez steps up and he puts it away to make it 2-2. So we are right back in the game. And I do end up going in front. A very fortunate goal here. And I'd say he'll be a little bit disappointed by how this went in. David Luiz goes in for the tackle and puts it into his own net. And he scores the own goal. And that's actually how the game ends, 3-2. So a good win overall. Very, very happy that we finally got our first 3 points in Division 3. And I was hungry for some more games. I wanted to play some more. And I did exactly that. I go into the next game and I come up against a guy called Techers FC, and he's actually got a fairly good team. A lot of quick players in there. Podolski, he's got Walcott and Oxlade-Chamberlain on the wings. Oscar, Kagawa, Gerrard, Gibbs, Walker, like just a lot of quick players in there. And it was a very, very tough game. A very intense game, actually. A lot of good goals in it. You'll see here, Walcott absolutely pounds it off the crossbar. Adan, again, probably was a bit at fault there. He's done that a couple of times to me, where he's palmed it out and the rebound has been scored by the opponent. So it was 1-0. And yeah, basically straight after, from the kickoff, I did grab an equaliser and I did get very, very sweaty. The build-up play was beautiful, but you see here he brings his keeper out. I knew I wouldn't score, so I had to do the smart thing, and when you're a goal down, pass it across to Jesse Rodriguez and he just hits it into the empty net. And again, I do actually take the lead here. Very fortunate again, his keeper palms it out, so a couple of mistakes by keepers, but Kaka is on hand to put it home. He comes straight back. Look at that. It was that would have been an amazing goal if that went in first off. But again, that palm out by Adan, it cost me dearly, and yeah, it was 2-2. I did get a penalty. I don't know what that penalty was about. For two very fortunate penalties in this episode, and there was absolutely no need for that penalty because his player won the ball. But hey, I'm going to take it every day of the week. When it is divisions, I will score it. And you'll see Kaka, his keeper nearly gets a hand to it, but he puts it away, and that makes it 3-2. And again, he does grab the equaliser. So it was him going in front, me levelling, me going in front, him levelling, and then for 3-3. So that's how the game ended, 3-3, and I am on 4 points in Division 3, so a bit of a rocky start, but delighted we at least have a win. But that is it for this episode, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to catch more episodes, but that's it for me. I'll see you next time.